Hello, I'm Sue Phillips. I'm a leading expert in fragrance, and we're sitting in my perfumery in downtown Tribeca, the Scenterprises. I love fragrance. I love to create fragrances for men, women. We do events for corporations and team building. And I love to speak about fragrance and what fragrance says about you and how to build positivity and confidence. I'm honored to say that I recently presented What Your Fragrance Says About You at the National Arts Club in New York City. The people were very engaged. They loved it. We spoke about fragrance for personal use, home use, and ambient use. Fragrance is fascinating. Not too many people know fragrance experts, and I am a leading fragrance expert, having created fragrances for Tiffany, Burberry, Trish McEvoy, and Avon, and many others. Without further ado, I'd like to show you our recent presentation at the National Arts Club, because it's fascinating to learn about fragrance and what your fragrance says about you. It's wonderful. Come with me on a fragrance journey and you'll explore the magic and the mystery of the world of scent.
So without further ado, Sue Phillips, or Sensational Sue.
I started my company called Scenterprises. And I own a Scenterprises, the perfumery downtown. I've been honored to create fragrances for Tiffany, for Burberry's, for Trish McEvoy. I love to teach. I teach at LIM College as adjunct professor. I'm a fragrance designer. I'm not a perfumer, but I create custom scents for men and women and corporations. And overall, I'm passionate about perfume, if you didn't get that already. How many of you walk down the street and been stopped dead in your tracks because you recognize a familiar smell? Something that you might have grown up with as a child. When I walk into a space, if I don't smell fragrance, to me there's a disconnect. I go into beautiful buildings, I go into showrooms, I go into furniture showrooms, and I see beautiful color and I see beautiful furniture. And the one thing that's missing for me is the scent, because it really does complete the brand. So ambient scenting is actually becoming a branding strategy for major brands. Why? Because it helps consumers connect with the brand. So hopefully, if we had the National Arts Club fragrance, every time you came to the National Arts Club, you would recognize the scent. Maybe we should talk about that. The two most requested ingredients that I always hear from people is they want to smell fresh and clean. Americans love coffee, and studies have actually shown that the smell of coffee is enough to wake up a bunch of sleep-deprived rats. Before I close and before I take questions, I want to tell you a way to wear fragrance, because people always say to me, Sue, how do you wear fragrance? So I used to go to Paris very often on business. I was honored and created to work with the chief perfumer from Chanel, Jacques Paul, when we created the Tiffany fragrance, and all the perfumers used to say, "Oh, you American women, you have no idea how to wear the fragrance." I said, "What do you mean?" "Oh, we in France, we have been wearing perfume for centuries. We know that the fragrance rises as the body heat warms the fragrance. And with Josephine and Napoleon, they wear the fragrance and they attract each other of the opposite sex. So you have to apply the fragrance from the bottom up. Behind the ankles, behind the knees, in between the thighs, in the bosom area, and all the pulse points. Because fragrance rises, and after all, we want to be developed and to be attracted to the opposite sex. We, I said we. She said, okay, what does the American woman do? A spritz here and a spritz here. Wie does she attack? The birds and the clouds. Thank you so much.
We are going to open it up to a few questions.
So there you have it. It was so much fun speaking at the National Arts Club. The audience responded so positively, and their questions at the end were really very, very interesting. I would love to take my message across and be a featured speaker at groups, small, medium, and large groups. The whole subject of fragrance is fascinating, and people don't know about it. And it can be integrated with color and fashion and our sense of taste and our sense of touch. So I thank you so much for listening and for this opportunity to present the way we can really bring fragrance into people's lives in a fun, fascinating, interactive, creative way. Thank you for watching.